it's Miss Paula with the ChaChing Show, and today we are discussing partnerships, but not just any partnership, marketing partnerships. So what is a marketing partnership? A marketing partnership is a strategic relationship between two firms or brands, and these two firms or brands are going to work together to build one another's business goals. Now, those goals include increasing brand awareness as well as reach, generating more website or social media traffic, growing the conversion rate, and customer acquisition and retention. Now, you want to make sure that when you're finding a partner that aligns with your brand, that aligns with the personality of your brand. So how do we do that? First, you want to ask yourself, what are my goals? Because when you realize what your goals are, you can align in that way also. If you want to achieve this type of relationship, you want to look at making sure you have a similar target audience, similar products and services, making sure that you don't have any conflicts, and similar values. Now that you've done this, let's identify mutually beneficial opportunities to the partnerships. You can host joint webinars. You can produce premium pieces of content together. For example, some people will do an ebook or commercial, or you can refer prospects to one another. That is something that is a lot more common. I've seen that a lot. And let's discuss some companies who have done this very, very well. I want to start first with the Balenciaga and Crocs partnership. I saw there is a hairdresser, a hairstylist, who wears these really cool Crocs. I never knew that they were the Balenciaga Crocs, but let me tell you something. These Crocs, they're dope. They're really, really dope. I actually looked at them. Their pricing at close to $1,200, whereas a regular pair of Crocs is pricing at $50. So what is the alignment between these two brands? The alignment is that they're both brands are dedicated to innovation and individuality. If you look at the Balenciaga line, they have done that very well. And if you look at Crocs, there's nothing else that looks like a pair of Crocs, right? Very innovative. Their breakout moment was when Elliot Page wore a pair on the red carpet in 2022. Now, why does this partnership work so well? Well, Balenciaga, which is a luxury brand, accessed Crocs and their customer base. Then they placed those creations in public spaces to create engagement and excitement for both brands. They did that very well. I want you to go look at this Croc and look how they were able to interject and put their spin on these pair of Crocs. You know immediately, because again, when I saw them for the first time, I knew that they were Crocs, but I'm like, those look a little different. You know immediately they're not just the average pair of Crocs. Very well done. The next two companies that we're going to look at is Starbucks and Spotify. The alignment here was that Starbucks employees get a Spotify premium subscription. Patrons of the Starbucks brand, while they're in the store, they can access the playlist through the Starbucks app. It also gives artists associated with Spotify greater exposure. And both brands' audiences are introduced to the other brand's offering. I love it. I actually tested this out, and I think that they did a really good job. Starbucks does a really good job with their partnerships in general. If you look at Target, right, they are aligned with Starbucks. When you go into Target, the Starbucks brand is there, and that is for a reason. You would not see the Starbucks brand in Walmart. They wouldn't be in alignment. Walmart is constantly selling us value, while Target, like Starbucks, is always selling us an experience. They did that very well also. Spotify, again, I have to say this about Spotify. When I was doing my research, I am an Apple Music girl, right? And I know that my son, he looked at me one day and was like, I don't listen to Spotify. You listen to Apple Music? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to Spotify because everything I need is in Apple Music for me. But what I'm going to say about Spotify is this. They are reaching out and doing some great brand partnerships. They will not be defeated by Apple. They did this very well also with Uber. The alignment here, Spotify creates soundtracks for the Uber ride. Two very different products. Uber is all about driving, and Spotify is all about music. But let me show you how they align. They have a similar goal, and that is earning more users and building up the customer experience. When riders are waiting for their ride from Uber, They receive a prompt to connect to Spotify, and I know that has happened for me. And I don't even think that I thought about the partnership at the time that it was happening. Also, the co-branding partnerships helps both brands elevate the customer experience. And right now, that's exactly what it's about. It's about an experience. It's not just about the products that you have, but these companies are showing you how they are aligning with brands that at the base, they have things that they have in common, and they're using that to grasp at one another's audience. One that I did not put in here, but when I was doing the research, I was quite impressed with the BMW, I believe it's the i8 model, in Louis Vuitton. Cool partnership that they did is that Louis Vuitton created luggage that fits perfectly in the hatch of the car. There is so many ways, like who would have thought of that, right? Like you sitting in your home probably would have never even thought of that as being a partnership. But if you have products or you have services, you need to constantly be searching for ways, creative, innovative ways that you can then tap into another brand's audience that is going to get you exposure. And as we know, more exposure usually ends up with more dollars. It is now time for the next segment, which is the hot or not. This week, I want to share with you all the company Waco. And they did this so well. I believe it was another brand. It'll come to me that when you open it, I love this. I really love this. This is more than just about what I'm about to pull out the box. This is literally about the experience. The moment that I opened it, better bras, better fit, better you. Yes. Now I want to go into the product. This is a strapless bra, but it also has straps. I know I did a segment of how to know with brassy bra, but this is a different company, serving a little bit of a different purpose. I loved this bra. I was actually put on to this by an influencer that I mentioned in another show, Park Ave. She actually helped me discover this. I'm well endowed, and I'm always looking for products that are going to help me look my very best in my clothing. One of the issues that I will have sometimes is the strapless bras because they're not comfortable. The breasts may sag down. They have these grips that helps it stick to my skin, but not only that, the actual cup of the bra, the cup size of the bra, fits perfectly. And if I need to, I can add the straps. They are removable. I purchased this, I believe, at a price point of around $75 to $80, but it's worth it because, again, it has two different uses, strapless or with the straps, but it works. I don't care how much it costs if it works. How many times have you bought a product? It might have been a little cheaper, but it didn't work. I'd rather pay a little more, and it does work. So I'm going to have to give the Waco strapless bra. It definitely works. So if you're like me, I am a GH cup. You're small, you know it's gonna work. But if you are a part of the big girls club in that way, this is it for you. Now, I wanna go into the next product. Liquid IV. I have been using Liquid IV for some time. This is electrolytes in a pack instead of using the, you have Gatorades or Powerades, and they have other ingredients in it that I'm really not looking to ingest. But this is the sugar-free version of the Liquid IV. And as you know, I'm a type 1 diabetic. This spoke to me, but I didn't know how it was going to taste. Just being a type 1 diabetic doesn't always make it a hit for me. It still has to be something that you can tolerate. This is more than tolerable. This is the white peach version. I love it. I love it so much that when we go into the next segment, you're going to see how I used it. I love it also, especially days like today. Here in the state of New Jersey, we are experiencing a heat wave. It's about 95, 96 degrees today. Hydration is everything. This is what you need. I have to give this a hot for so many reasons. For the taste, for the flavor, and for what it does for your body. We all need hydration. And if I can just give you a little health tip, days that it is hot or days that you're working out, your body, especially your kidneys, have to work at double the rate for your body to perform. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of your body, but you can do it and it can taste good also. So I definitely gave Liquid IV White Peach, sugar-free, definitely got my hot. Okay, we have come to one of my favorite segments of the show. Everyone knows I am a tequila girl. And this week we are featuring Tequila Ocho. I got this from Instagram. They had a segment there on Instagram where they spoke about like the brands that we always get here in the United States, which is the Casamigos or the Patron, which are the more popular ones. But if you are a tequila lover and in the tequila community, they don't consider those the best. This one came up as one of the ones that should be tried. I want to just give you some history on it. This was birthed in the year 2008. Carlos Caramana, who is a 5th generation farmer and 3rd generation tequilero, teamed up with Thomas Estes, a man responsible for bringing tequila to Europe, to bring forth the purest expression of the blue Weber agave, which is Tequila Ocho. It is from the highlands of Jalisco. And I want to give you, I thought this was so cute. They have what they call the origin of 8 about this product. And what the origin of 8 means, 8 years for the agave to ripen before it's harvested. 8 days from when the agaves reach distillery until it becomes blanco tequila. 8 kilograms of agave to make 1 liter of Ocho tequila. Carlos Camarana has 8 brothers and sisters, 8 decades of the Camaranos family producing tequila, and Ocho's Raspado is aged for 8 weeks and 8 days. Now let's take a sip. Now what I was saying in the last segment about the Liquid IV White Peach, what I did was mix the Liquid IV White Peach with just a little bit of sparkling water and some ice. It goes so nicely with this, but let's taste it and I can give you the feedback. Let's see. I like it. But you see the way I said I like it? Whew. Now I love it. I love this tequila. I like it. It has a price point which is very reasonable at $42.99. I'm looking forward to breaking this out. I have a brunch on Sunday with some professional ladies. Can't wait to introduce them to this, as well as the sparkling white peach. I think they're going to love it. I am now going to leave you with the ChaChing words of love. The power of partnerships is priceless. When you can tap into your partner's audience, when you can tap into their network, that is something that is golden. I impress upon you that as much of the work that you have been doing for your brand by yourself, you can double your blessings with the right partner. Remember, look for a partner who is aligned with your values. Look for a partner who you know can help you grow. What are they doing that you may not be doing, and how can you come together to benefit? But most of all, if you take nothing else away from this, know that it is going to take more than just you and your team around you to grow. If you have a vision that is worldwide, or you have a vision that is more than just a local vision, you're going to need partners. You're probably going to need more than one. So if I cannot impress upon you anything else, I want to impress upon you that there is power in partnerships. Cha-ching, baby.